Now's not the time for wandering. You can...
Still here. What are they waiting for?
House was on fire.
I don't know,
I
dear.
spoke to a witness who said
I
she
don't
went to the
know.
house before the fire
All we can
started.
do is be patient.
My friend is
Lord Gortash is expected.
This is far enough. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. When the flames roared loudest, you pulled me to safety. Most would have let me burn. I won't forget it. I will travel to the upper city, find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience.
Soldier, this is it. We're almost... Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still...
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I liked that. I kept him safe. I respected him. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what Zariel laughed. Said he was right.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A decade ago, Baldur's who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin. As long as Gortash is in step one, Gortash hasn't made Baldur's. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
Civilization beckons at last. It's no... I can only imagine what I could... Certainly doesn't seem to have done you any harm. Or rather, you've not yet done me any harm. Still, there are undoubtedly...
Inconceivable. I chide you of my mind when... But make no mistake, you have invited your own misery. It also promises... Do you not feel the cold where once there was heat? The void where your soul once resided? No. No! You may have bowed to the Emperor for the sake of this power.
You were really nice.
Isn't there a human crest she can join?
Yes! You've got a fun...
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
You are Hasharlok, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlok, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great Dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
I want us both to be ready if... well, if we can't fix me. Life can come at you pretty fast. Let's go.
It is done. As long as the Undying Queen reigns. As it should be. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free... So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She's mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm moored to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. I am known and honored by you, the source of my bruises. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgen in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Not since Vlaakith won has a... Another empty promise. Only a naive we find Voss at Sharess's caress.
Glad to see Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination. I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be hearing.
Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel. Fuck yeah.
Indolence breeds madness.
I've got a long road ahead.
What's the story?
Enough waiting. I crave blood. What am I to do?
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience.
No one stopped me yet.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience.
Quick! What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Let's go to Tom's guys. She has the most fabulous scent. It's perfect for a show.
Lying!
I would. Well, this armor was... Did you see how far that watches through me? Must have been 10
You
years.
told me the armor was a bargain.
Or the person with you. They enjoyed it.
Whatever we need, we can get in Worm's Crossing. Great! We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky fingers.
Can't keep me out.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you. Such a prude. It depends on the person. 10 and their virility.
Darling, it's very leather-like.
That seems like a lot like that.
To feel her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Shit. Call me.
Your fate and mine rests on it. You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Unless some have already sprouted in places I can't see. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity. and Netherill's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited. Ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells. Deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
I won't stop you. But time is running out, so don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it, and I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the True Heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Krashet. The Githyanki will be free.
Therese's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, dreams.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical. Doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drought.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Nymph's Grotto.
Take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
For another case closed, another bot. Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. Why must you... You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove that's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. That doesn't make sense. Why? I want something compelling. Hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Doesn't quite cut it. Come back when you've got some real...
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the Devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Welcome to Sharess's Caress, where our libations and sensual indulgences restore even the weariest souls.
This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure?
My good man. Every substance has been tried and
Wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
In a word, exquisite. Almost painfully so. My body burned like the noon. If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Sharess's Caress? I only deal with referrals. Slow down.
Everyone is Sharess's Caress is
We have so few lodgings. Need at least a double bed.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
You'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that dummy.
Dar was right. This was a stupid idea.
So, good. Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. How dare you of being a...
But I wouldn't dare guess at them. Bloomin' hell, you look famished. Have a skeg at these. That should do ya.
We have time. The runaway is still missing after. Nothing happens until he's found. Listen. It's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose. Just think. Soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't.
That shapeshifter's key unlocks the door. Interesting.
Blackets will be done.
What to do? A list of names. Father Logan's on here. Crossed off. A target list, perhaps.
Scouring places like...
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Logan's name is written here, too.
Do you think the Master plans to expand his territory? Take Candlekeep, maybe?
Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
No time to dally.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Theon, gold grind, landlord, murdered.
A son who spills his own mother's blood is fated to spill plenty more.
Baldur. Found his secret.
The spell's power.
Never a dull moment.
Confuses me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his...
One more mark, then we can go.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person. Well, hello, beautiful. Aren't you a sight to behold?
You must excuse my brother. He forgets that we have a very pressing engagement.
You must excuse my sister. She's a terrible bore. But you look like someone who enjoys a party. There's a celebration being held in the palace of Cazador Zar. Why not join us? Oh, thank goodness we're such good friends, then.
This is not the time, Petras.
Yes, dear sister, I know we have places to be. We'll leave once our good friends here have departed. I look forward to seeing you at the palace, though. It'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I promise. I think the Master plans to expand his territory. Take Candlekeep.
We are just leaving. Haven't we lingered long enough? We should return for the ceremony.
We have time.
The runaway is still missing after that. Nothing happens until he's found.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said.
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
What's that?
Ah, safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Decadent
Look at you.
People are just walking into Sharess'...
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Such a prude.
Well, they boys just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Shures's caress is a...
Hey!
Welcome to Raphaelis, an oasis
hear all about
of pleasure.
Damn, Hoots! I'll take that!
Take it however you want.
Something's off about the... Oi!
You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down. Cheeky. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. I am. If the brain, Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. I won't pretend he's an altruist, and it's hard to get leverage on an illithid. They make terrible clients. You did. Take your time.
Was that human boy insisting? Version of High House of Wonders.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? A Baal plot. Devella's been harping on about Baal. I assumed it was just a bunch of Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? Well, if that... As if this cult of Constable Devella is... Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength... Oh, and you'll need... Well? What?
Rumple.
These four walls are a world. Sorry, I've just felt so distracted recently. Such feeling racing through my brain. Look at me.
Person with you. They enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it? Sir, I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next morning.
To meet my mother.
How long do the effects last?
It depends on the person and their virility. For you...
Are they going to arrest
Let's
us?
rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the
Calm
house.
down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
I can't let it glaze that beats the art. It will be good at it.
But tell them what.
They say Gortash won't be king.
I don't know, dear.
Is expecting
I
you.
don't know.
Please make...
All we can do is be patient.
I almost believed you this time.
This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Fists!
Trade. This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. Can't believe they put that mindless metal Mragresham in my steel watches. Stupid thing'll probably decapitate me for cleaning the... Finally, someone who sees sense. Strong folk wielding... I don't have anything fancy, but... You're welcome to take a look.
Stay sharp, strange.
Is expected. That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. Kithra's Red Dragon would have this place down around Gortash's ears in months.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I've always hated this place.
Skyfalls around us. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
It must be exhausting.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun. Go on up. Hey, Gord.
I'm not sure I believe her. Does it really matter?
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash.
This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colorful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. She might be anywhere. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun.
This isn't going to end well. Mark my words.
I understand your concerns, my old friend. But allow me to demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp. That sounds all too believable.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute god. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny. And we are saviors. Defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The patriarchs await. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Don't. You will only invite his ire and your own death.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
You don't really intend to be his ally, do you?
Gortash is your enemy, either way. This pact may delay the inevitable betrayal, but not by much. I can't tell if you're very wise. I'll play along.
Our camp houses an imposter then.
An imposter, and perhaps we shouldn't take Gortash's word for granted. But if he speaks the truth, we need to be careful. I do. The Mother Superior will have ordered them to keep watch for my return. Find one, and we discover what comes next. Not quite. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to...
Not for communal use, it seems.
A city is only as mighty as...
did I tell you? A moment. And to think, you see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. Raven Guard's good as... Or is there? I know enough. Let's talk to Will. The Duke's life.
Every Duke's just the same as the last. Sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us. Gods. It must be exhausting.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of...
Sure, I believe her. It doesn't really matter. Meaning? Meaning that in the games and general...
You know, I've always kind of hated this place. Such a do about a damned bridge.
In trouble.
It's just a
inside.
Is it really worth all that ire?
We were rescuing people.
I
Come
spoke to a
on.
witness who
Isn't
said
there
she
something
entered
you
the
hate
house
for no good
before
reason?
the fire started.
Are they going to arrest
I
us?
dislike owls. They're hypermobile next
My
to...
friend.
Your tadpole quivers, revealing your disgust.
Shit. Father's been by all the hounds of the hells. What is she planning? I couldn't even fathom a guess. Though, I doubt we'll have answers soon. Until then, may my father keep safe. Whatever. I met her the first time. Chestnut hair that flowed. The second time, even with the aid of a stroke victim, I asked.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
At the banquet, still, but that second time, it could just be my imagination. What, though? I couldn't say. Not a tragedy. My father was tadpole. To exert control, he must first sow. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand. And the city...
The dog wags his tail. A small bat he gives in and surrenders his find. Scratch's tongue lolls out.
When I first met you, I trust your leadership and respect your decision. I have. He is well. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return.
Will ought to know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store. I haven't even Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
The tadpole prickles with excitement, its thoughts rampant and chaotic in its rush to communicate with you. As you tuck the tadpole away, you feel a
I don't relish the idea of Mizora visiting our camp. When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep. I won't lie, but he's arrogant too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really...
Are they going to arrest
Let's
us?
rehearse this one more time.
What if they throw us in
Pretend
jail?
I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the
Calm
house.
down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
We broke down the door. I can't really glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt. In trouble. I'm sorry.
I focus on my own job and leave the squirrel watchers to theirs. Best behaviour around here. Keep those feet moving.